News 3 at 6.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jeff Herndon.
And I'm Julia Thatcher. State lawmakers are considering changing the state constitution over property taxes. Two potential amendments will be debated in Topeka next week.
This after residents in Sedgwick County saw a 10% average increase in their 2024 valuations. KSN's Derek Lytle spoke to a state rep and a county leader on what changes they believe need to happen in order to potentially lower property taxes. Derek?
Jeff, both the state rep and the county commissioner I spoke with agree that there are problems with each proposal. County Commissioner David Dennis says that he believes neither of these proposals should move forward. Senate Resolution 1611 would cap property valuation increases to 4% each year in most cases. Sedgwick County Commissioner David Dennis says it creates an unfair advantage.
Equality on the 4% cap between if you bought your house today, you'd be paying more property tax than I'd be paying on the exact same house that I might have bought 20 years ago. That's not fair.
The other option the legislature is considering, House Resolution 5025. It would determine the valuation based on the average fair market value over 10 years. Dennis says this option creates hardship on commercial business.
Only on residential, so commercial is going to have to pick up that difference in the tax burden because the amount that it costs government, again, didn't go down.
State Representative Adam Smith sits on the House Committee on Taxation. He says he would like to see the resolution passed. That is based on the 10-year average valuation. He believes hearing from the county leaders next week is important.
The county or your city officials are wanting to come testify. Absolutely. We need to make sure that we do this right if we do it. So the only way to do that is make sure we understand how it's going to impact everybody.
Dennis says the county believes the solution is something called LAVTR funds. A portion of sales tax dollars collected by the state is supposed to be shared with local governments, but Dennis says that funding has not come back to local communities for nearly 20 years. He believes bringing it back could provide tax relief.
Make it mandatory that we would use every bit of the money that came back from LAVTR and CCRS for property tax reduction. I'm fine with that. I want to reduce property tax.
Now, State Rep Smith tells me that LAVTR funding was done away with due to a budget crunch. If either of these two proposed amendment changes were to go through, they would need a 2/3 majority vote in both the House and Senate before going towards a public vote. Here for you in Wichita, Derek Lytle, KSN News 3.